We went a little hard yesterday, and I've got a lot on my plate, mentally, emotionally, a lot of things going on today, but I don't want to miss stream, so we're taking it easy today. It's going to be probably pretty short, or pretty chill, low-key stream here, where I'm electing to just read for a bit. Too much to worry about. Too much shit going on outside of the stream. So I'm electing to go easy today on a Sunday. Sunday late afternoon? We'll read for a couple hours, maybe a little more, but maybe just probably a couple hours, honestly. We'll head into the week. I'm back at work tomorrow. I'm scared. I'm afraid of everything. Everything sucks. I pass through the hall, and as soon as I enter the door, thrust my face into a trash can. Just then, blarg. The contents of my stomach come spilling out. This is awful. My entire body's trembling. Just opening my eyes is enough to make me queasy. It's a disgusting feeling, like someone's grabbing my brain and swirling it around. What's happening to me?
言い忘れていたが、エンドシーイングは尋常じゃないほど脳に負荷がかかるぞ。
Oh.
自発的に行うものなら、しばらくまともに立てなくなるから気をつけた方がいい。
I forgot to mention, the denouement places an unusually heavy toll on your mind. Take care, as it'll leave you unable to stand for a time. Great. Now you tell me. I can't take the pain in my skull as I collapse straight into bed. My eyes snap open to the sound of knocking. Nearly groaning from the lingering pain in my head, I stand up and walk to the door. Upon opening the door, I see armor standing before me. Sir Incompetent, are you well? Oh, yeah. Sorry to make you worry. I was up late talking to Mystic, so I'm still a bit sleepy. I'll be fine. I was gonna say I should have probably recapped just a slight bit, but last thing we did was we had the talk late last night. Incompetent did with and technically I guess the leader. We had basically a three-way talk with Mystic about my ability. He seemingly believed us. I think we have a reason to trust him. Or at least that's how it was painted to us. Since last stream, I was like, man, what if that comes back to bite us somehow? What if Mystic, it just seems to be a trusting fellow, but... Because the whole thing was, like, keep the power and that fact, like, hidden and to yourself, because then you'll stick out more, potentially become a target if you, go out and say, like, yeah, I can, It's gonna bug me if I can't remember the fucking... her name, Jesus. Why has it escaped me? Where is she? Is she not here? Oh, Ideal. I kept wanting to say something else. Ideal detective. If we'd be like, oh, I have the power. I basically, me and Ideal are like one person now, basically, and then someone would be like, well, we want to eliminate that person because they're OP, basically. So let's target them, kind of thing. But as of now, we trust Mystic. I like Mystic. I think his stock in my eyes has risen quite a bit. Already liked Bookie detective. What is it? Bookstore? Bookie? Bookie makes me sound like a fucking bookworm. Bookie and bookstore. Bookstore doesn't even make sense. Man, I'm telling you, my mind is so clouded. I apologize. I'm trying to, keep it all together. I've had a long day. It's been a long weekend, honestly. A long weekend that I ended up pushing myself for fucking 9 hours on crosscode yesterday. Jesus. It was addictive, though. Anyway, I think I read this, but I was up late talking to Mystic, so I'm still a bit sleepy. I'll be fine.
そうか。なら安心したのである。今朝の一件ではまた助けられたな。
What relief. My mind is put to ease. You saved me once again this morning.
迷惑ばかりかけて誠に申し訳ない。
I must apologize. Meseems I am but a burden to you. I wonder if we'll get back to the gamey aspect of this game today. Because we've gone a long time since we've had that one, like, the investigation kind of aspect. Not saying I don't like just sitting and reading, honestly. Or I care a ton for the investigation kind of gameplay moments yet. Because we only have done a tutorial, so I don't know how great it is. But it's been a while, so we're probably going to have to relearn some of the aspects there. Armor bows his head, even through his helmet I can tell how sincerely sorry he feels. Though he often acts without thinking, it's always for the sake of others. Can't find it myself to fault him for that.
気にしないでよ。武装さんが僕らのことを思って行動してくれたこと、みんなにも伝わっているから。
Don't worry. We all know you're only acting out of consideration for us.
我はそんな大層な男ではないのだ。
Would that I were so noble a man. Huh?
いや、こちらの話である。リビングで監視カメラの映像を見ながら食事でもどうだ。
Pay me no heed. 'Tis a personal matter. Shall we dine in the living room while surveying the camera footage?
監視カメラをまたどうして？
The cameras? Did they capture something?
いや、本音を言うと、我は電子からくりの類に疎く、操作ができないから教えてほしいのだ。
Forsooth, I am ignorant of such electrical mechanisms. Prithee, might you instruct me in their operation?
なんだ。
He's useless.
それくらいなら朝飯前だよ。
Come on, armor.
もうお昼だけど。
Sure, I could bring you up to speed and still have time for breakfast, although it must be past noon by now.
でもその前に2階でシャワーだけ浴びてきていいかな。寝汗がひどくて気持ち悪くて。
But is it okay if I take a shower on the second floor first? I feel kind of gross after sweating in my sleep.
了解である。では我はその間に食堂からリビングへ食事を運んでおこ
う。Content? I assume it's content, not content. Content! In the meantime, I shall gather our repast from the dining hall and meet you in the living room.
今朝、魔界殿が作ってくれたブリティッシュサンドが残っているから、それを昼食にするのだ。
There yet remain several British sandwiches prepared by Mystic this forenoon. They shall serve as our midday meal.
昨日も作ってくれたやつだね。本当に美味しかったし、楽しみだよ。
The same ones he made yesterday? They were so delicious, I'm looking forward to it. I step out with a change of clothes, leaving armor at the entrance hall as I head to the second floor. I enter the shower still half asleep, but the warm water wakes me up. As I wash myself, the pain in my head dissipates in the heat. Since I reacted this strongly to using my denouement just once, I'm going to want to be extra careful about when and where I pull it out. Can't just go around predicting things left and right until I'm out of commission for half a day. I have to save it for when it's needed. That's convenient for the plot. Eek. Whoa. Freshly changed, I exit the bathroom, only to run face first into downtown. I must have startled her quite a bit. The way she jerks back away from me makes me feel a little bad, actually.
ごめん、渋谷さん、大丈夫？
Downtown. Sorry about that.
あ、こっちこそごめん。ちょっとぼーっとしててさ。
Nah, that was on me. I was totally spacing out there.
監視カメラにずっと寝込んでる姿が映ってたから心配だったけど、元気になったんだね。安心したよ。
You were passed out on camera forever, so I got kind of worried. But hey, super stoked to see you're all good.
ありがとう。今からリビングで武装さんとご飯を食べるんだけど、一緒にどうかな？
Thanks. I'm heading to the living room to eat with Armor. Did you want to join, maybe?
ああ、お誘いはありがたいんだけど、後で行くよ。
That's cool of you to ask and all, but I'll swing by a little later.
何か用事でもあるの？
Huh? You have something else going on?
このニブチン。あんたの後ろの扉に何があるか考えてみて。
Ijit, do you not know where that door behind you goes? Huh? After a moment, I realize this room doesn't have just a shower, but a toilet too. So if I'm in her way, that means... Oh!
ごめん。先に
That
リ
was
ビング
weird
行
how
って
it's
待って
broken
る
up
よ
there. Sorry. I'll be on my way.
バカ。
Dipstick. I bow an apology over and over before leaving downtown to presumably take care of business. Now that I think about it, there's really only one reason I'd bump into her here. She was right to call me a dipstick. I decide to apologize again once downtown joins us in the living room.
武装さん
Armor? I chance upon Armor at the entrance hall. But I thought he was bringing our lunch to the living room. Did something happen?
ここで待っててくれたのリビングにいてくれてよかったのに
You didn't have to wait for me, you know. I said I'd meet you in the living room.
無能殿、実は大変なことが起きたのである。
Sir, Incompetence, something grave has transpired.
大変なことそれは一体
Uh-oh, grave? What happened?
とにかく我と一緒に食堂へ来てくれ。きっと探偵同盟史上最悪の展開なのだ。
Come with me to the dining room. Soothly is this the most heinous occurrence in the history of the Detective Alliance. Cool.
これって
What the?
そうブリティッシュサンドが奪われたのである。
They played a fast one on us. We assumed probably the worst, right? Yeah, we have been cruelly bereaved by our British sandwiches.
いやブリティッシュサンドだけじゃないでしょ
That's not all that's gone, though. The fridge has been completely ransacked, leaving all the food in total disarray. At first glance, it seems like nothing edible is left. Did the culprit only just now decide to starve us? Trying to unravel their thought process here has me baffled.
無能殿、我はどうすればよいのだ。他の探偵に連絡すべきかもわからず、お主を待ってしまったのである。
Whatever shall we do, Sir Incompetent? I knew not if I should sound the alarm, so I chose instead to await your arrival.
えどうして僕が
Mine specifically? My voice jumps against my wishes. I rank far lower than Armor and have no experience as a detective, plus zero confidence as a leader.
信頼してもらえるのは嬉しいけど指示なんて出せないよ
I'm glad you trust me, but I don't know the first thing about giving directions.
今朝は見事な洞察力で我を止めてくれたではないか。
There's no way in hell this is the case we have to solve here, right?
我を正しく導いてくれると信じているのである。
That would be so funny. Was it not your piercing insight that stayed my hand this morning? I haven't a doubt that you, Sir Incompetent, will lead us with zeal. Armor gives me a pleading look. There's no way I can say no to that. Ugh, what do I do?
信頼には応えてあげるのが探偵というものだよ。バタ君。
It's a detective's duty to live up to the trust of others, Watto. Holmes materializes next to Armor, looking very much like she's enjoying herself. She may be right, but I can't know what I don't know. What answer could I give to reassure him?
別に分からなくてもいいんだよ。分からないなら素直に分からないと言えばいいんだ。
It's okay to be unsure. If you have no idea, then be honest and say so.
幸い、君たち以外にも探偵は大勢いる。自分なりに考えてみて、できることからこなしていこう。
Fortunately, there are many detectives aside from the two of you. Be yourself. Start with what you can do right now. Right. I may not be deserving of this trust, but there are plenty of others who are. Holmes' gentle voice soothes my flustered mind. After I give it some thought, there's really no question about what to check first.
武装さんまずは監視カメラの映像を見てみようよもしかしたら犯人の姿が映っているかもしれないからね
Let's start with the camera footage, Armor. Culprit might have been caught on film.
なるほど。さすがは無能殿。なんという冷静で的確な判断力だ。
I see. Such a calm and astute assessment. You never disappoint, Sir Incompetent.
では早速リビングで一緒に監視カメラを確認してみるのである。
Cheerily now, let us hasten to the living room and course over that footage.
ちょっと
Wait a sec. Armor takes me by my hand, dragging me from the dining room to the living room. However, despite what I just said, I'm fairly certain that the culprit hasn't been caught on film. My reasoning is simple.
食堂には監視カメラがついていなかったのである。
There is no camera in the dining room.
食堂は広くて目立つし、誰かが危害を加えられる可能性は少ないと思われてたんだ。冷蔵庫を狙われる可能性もちゃんと考えるべきだったね。
Dining room is so spacious and conspicuous. We assumed no one would try anything here. We should have known they would target the fridge. We didn't have enough cameras to go around, so we had prioritized our private rooms and other locations where murder was likely to occur. We also made a mistake in not considering that the culprit might go after the fridge, but why now of all times? Still can't figure it out. What are they trying to achieve?
無能殿、これからどうする？二人で冷蔵庫荒らしの痕跡を探ってみるか？
What now, Sir Incompetent? Shall we look for evidence in the ransacked refrigerator?
いや、それもいいけど、まずはみんなにこの情報を共有したらどうかな。
That's a good idea, but why don't we share this with everyone else first?
犯人の動きをみんなで警戒しないといけないし、僕たちじゃ気づけないことも何か気づいてもらえるかもしれないしね。
We need to warn everyone about what the culprit's doing, not to mention they might notice something we glossed over. As I make my response, I recall what Holmes told me. We don't need to rush and go it alone. We should remain calm and start with what we can do.
僕は監視カメラの映像で館の中を確認してみるから、武装さんはみんなへの報告を頼めるかな。
I'll check the rest of the manor on the security cameras. Can you let the others know what happened?
了解である。
Yeah, forthwith. Armor follows my directions, taking out his D-pad.
そうそう、それでいいんだよ。
Still have to resist saying iPad. Good. That's the ticket. Holmes smiles next to him. She's clearly having a good time. I like nothing more than to snap back at her, but I can't as long as Armor's there. Instead, I let out a heavy sigh, then touched the tablet to check the camera footage.
まずは今の洋館の状況を見ておくべきだよね。
First, let's see what's going on right now inside the manor. Maybe we'll notice something suspicious. I use a tablet to check each camera. Yesterday, we worked in 2 groups. Today, however, the detectives are all scattered among various rooms. Each seems to be conducting investigation using their own preferred method.
今日はみんなバラバラに行動しているんだね。
Everyone's on their own today, huh?
ああ、実は今朝の騒動が終わった後、その場の流れでそれぞれ別行動を取る空気になってしまってな。
Ah, yes. After this morning's clash, we all went our separate ways. That sounds about right. It'd be awkward to work together after how intense things got. Armor and Downtown are usually the ones to rally the group, but they were right in the thick of that fight. It's no wonder everyone split up.
なんだか今日は迷惑をかけっぱなしで本当に申し訳ないのである。
'Twould seem I've been naught but a vexation today. Pray forgive my shameful ways.
気にしすぎだって。ほら、そうは言いつつも、若井さんと家族さんは一緒に行動しているみたいだよ。
Don't worry about it too much. Look, Mystic and Posh are working together. Mystic is touching the floor in contemplation, or he just got really short all of a sudden. Meanwhile, Posh sticks some sort of measuring instrument into a flower vase.
他の探偵たちは何をしているのである？
What are the other detectives? How fareth they?
社畜さんと文学さんは書斎の本を片っ端から取り出して確認しているみたいだね。美食さんと大和さんは2階のリビングの横の娯楽室の調査をしているよ。
Workaholic and Bookworm are pouring through every book in the study, while Gourmet and Rowdy are in the rec room by the second floor living room. The rec room has darts, billiards, all sorts of things to relax with. They're checking to see if any are rigged with traps or devices.
ヤフ君は一人で2階の客室を調べてるみたいだね。江戸探偵と科学君の姿は見当たらないや。廊下にいるのかも。
Doleful is searching the second floor guest rooms alone. I don't spot Renegade or Techie. They must be in the hallway.
無能先輩とバカお疲れーっすどったのなんだか浮かない顔じゃん。
Sup, Incompetent? Sir Dumbass. What's new? You look kinda bummed.
渋谷さん。
Downtown. Just when I realize downtown is walking over, she wraps her arms around me in a hug and pinches my cheek.
さっきはびっくりして言いそびれたけどさ、今朝の先輩は結構かっこよかったじゃん。
Oh, she's
見
so
直
nice.
したよ。
I totally forgot to tell you this a while ago, but you were like straight fire this morning. I didn't think you had it in you.
渋谷さん、顔が近い。
Downtown, could you give me a little space? My heart thumps at how close her face is to mine. A whiff of soap tickles my nose, causing me to blush. She really is such a touchy-feely person.
いいからいいから。バカを止めてくれた報酬だと思って享受したわよ。
Oh yeah, he wanted to go out and fight, right? And that's when we used the denouement to tell that he would die. And that's what that made us sick. And yeah. Take it easy, man. This is a reward for stopping the steel-plated knucklehead. You always keep things real.
渋谷殿の言う通りである。無能殿はもう十分すぎるほど我々に貢献してくれていると思うぞ。
Yeah, Lady Downtown, speak it true. If anything, Sir Incompetent, you contribute far more than you ought to.
ほら、迷惑をかけた張本人がこう言ってるじゃん。
Look, even the troublemaker in chief here knows what's up.
そうかな。それなら嬉しいんだけど。
If you say so, glad to hear it. These are the first two people I met on Morgue, so it really does make me happy to have them say this. Our initial encounter, the way they suspected me, it all feels so long ago at this point.
なんだかんだうちら、この島にいる間ずっと一緒に行動してる気がするよね。
You know, I feel like we've been gelling ever since we first got on this island.
そうだな。奇妙な出会い方をしたというのに、縁とは不思議なものである。
Indeed, 'twas by peculiar tides that we were brought together. But then, fate itself can be rather peculiar.
こんな大変な状況で仲良くなれるなんて不思議だよね。
It is a little strange, isn't it? The way we've managed to bond despite these dire circumstances. So much happened since I arrived here. I just hope we've seen the last of it. The only thing I wish is for all 12 of us to get off this island safely. As if answering my wish, my D-pad chirps.
魔界さんからの連絡だ。
Mystic's contacting us.
伝えたいことがあるからリビングで待っていてほしいだって。
He says he's got something to tell us or whatever, so we should wait in the living room for him.
そういえばさっき罠の部屋を一緒に調べてた時、隠し通路の場所が分かったかもしれないって言ってたよ。みんなの前で発表するつもりなんじゃね？
That reminds me, when we were in the trap room before, he was totally all, I do believe I found the hidden passage. Maybe that's a big reveal.
それは朗報だ。魔界殿が来るのをみんなで待つのである。
Joyous tidings indeed. Let us await Sir Mystic's arrival. We stop shuffling about and check the cameras while waiting for Mystic. Suddenly, the feed in the trap room flashes. Posh rushes out the door. Maybe Mystic told her directly to join the rest of us in the living room. But Mystic himself, the person of interest here, doesn't leave. Did something happen?
魔界殿の様子、何か妙ではないか?
Is something not odd about Sir Mystic? Oh no. Not right when we confide in him and everything. I hope something bad doesn't happen to him. Yeah, he hasn't moved for a while now. Like, what's the deal with that?
僕ちょっと上に行ってみるよ。
Is camera
何かあった
footage
のかも
out?
しれないし。
Camera out. I'm heading up. Something must have happened.
いや、リビングに来いって言われてるんだし、待ってよよ。どうせ監視カメラで見てるんだし、何かやばいことが起きたら助けに行けるっしょ。
Hold up. He told us to sit tight in the living room, so let's just chill here. We'll watch the cams go up, help if something sketchy happens.
そう。
Oh, that's probably a bad directive downtown, especially if the camera's out. Yeah, okay. Downtown's right. Plus, I have my denouement ability, so we don't really need to rush here. I hear the door open and turn around. Renegade detective enters, pushing Techie's wheelchair in front of him.
皆さんも魔界さんの連絡でここに？
Are we all gathered for Mystic's message?
いや、僕らは初めから監視カメラの映像を見てたんだよ。ほら、例の冷蔵庫を襲った犯人を探すために。
Actually, we were already here checking the camera footage. We were trying to find out who ransacked the fridge.
ついに犯人が動き出したんだね。俺たちがこの洋館から脱出するまでおとなしくしておいてもらえるとよかったんだけどな。
So the culprit makes their move at last. Wish they would have just stayed put until we escaped the manor.
魔界さんの発見に期待しましょう。彼はずっと罠部屋の調査を続けていましたから、隠し通路を発見していても不思議じゃないですよ。
Well, I'm excited for what Mystic has to share. He was investigating the trap room for a while. Could be that he's found the hidden passage.
そうだよね。
Yeah, hopefully so.
無能先輩、監視カメラの映像を見て。
Incompetent! Look at the security cam! I followed Downtown's lead and hurried to study the camera feed. What that? Mystic Detective sinks to his knees before sliding out of view. Oh no. It almost looks like he lost consciousness after being attacked.
何？誰かが魔界さんに危害を加えたの？
What? Did someone hurt Mystic?
それがわかんないんだよ。うちらずっと見てたんだけど、別に変なものは映らなかったし。
Don't ask me. We were watching the stream the whole time, but nothing weird happened.
渋谷殿の言う通りなのだ。何故か魔界殿は突然苦しみ始めたのである。
'Tis as Lady Downtown says. Sir Mystic hath been suddenly stricken by agonies unknown.
そんなバカなこと。
What? But that's impossible. Just then, something even more difficult to believe occurs on screen. The door on the western side shuts all on its own. But we blocked that door. Couldn't have closed, not unless the doorstop was removed. The camera feed, however, tells us nothing. My head starts to spin. I don't understand what's going on. Just what are we being made to watch? Even without the powers of denouement, I can tell what's going to happen next.
まずい。トラップが起動する。魔界さんを助けに行かなきゃ。
Oh no! The trap is going to be triggered. We need to save Mystic! No sooner do the words leave my mouth than everyone else leaps into action.
僕は足が遅いから、ここで監視カメラの映像を見ておきます。何かあったらデバイスで連絡しますので。
I'd only slow you down, so I'll hang back and watch the cameras. If something comes up, I'll notify you via D-pad.
了解。気をつけてね、科学君。
Got it. Be careful, Techie. As I head to exit the room, I run into Workaholic and Bookworm.
どうしたんだい？また揉め事でもあったの？
What's going on? Not another fight, I hope.
魔界さんの身が危ないんです。今から助けに行ってきます。
Mystic's in danger. We're on our way to save him.
お父さんが。
Father. Bookworm goes pale. Crap. I shouldn't have said that in front of her. But we have to get to the trap room before it's too late.
事情は後で聞こう。私はここで文学さんのそばにいるから、よろしく頼んだよ。
Fill us in later. I'll stay with Bookworm while you go ahead and handle things.
はい。
Okay. We leave Workaholic and the others behind and spring across the living room toward the trap room on the second floor.
やっぱり外側からでも開かないか。
Great. Doesn't open from the outside either. We're at the door to the trap room, but it refuses to budge. The doorknob turns uselessly in my hand.
もう壊しちゃおうよ。もたもたしてる暇ないって。
Just bust it down then. This is no time to like dwaddle or whatever.
今度こそ。
Now this we've got.
我々の出番なのである。
Our moment has arrived! Rowdy sprints up and lands a kick with all of her strength as Armor tackles the door. The door doesn't yield at first, but the two repeat their assault again and again. Oh man. Mystic. How do you like that?
魔界殿、今助けるのである。
Sir Mystic, we have come to your aid.
すごいじゃん。これで魔界ちゃんを。
Way to go. Now we can save Mystic. Eep. Downtown lets out a small yelp as she barrels into the trap room. It can't be. I get a bad feeling as I peer inside. There's no way Mystic is dead. His calm, accurate judgment saved us all yesterday in this very same room. Even if someone got the jump on him, I don't believe he could die so easily. I'm sure he'll greet us with his usual cool, collected smile. Oh. The stench of blood washes away the last faint traces of hope. God! God! The spikes thrusting through the floor have turned the room into a labyrinth. Gradually, they retract down like an ebbing tide. Greed. Dud. As the screech of metal retracting into the floor subsides, something heavy falls upon the ground. I look toward the sound and go silent. Damn it. Mystic lies in a lake of red, his face pallid like a wax model, with no sign of life. His one exposed eye stares wide from beneath his bangs. Impaled on spikes just moments ago, his corpse is soaked in a shower of blood. Puncture wounds mark his feet to his outstretched arms. Mystic? I let the words slip out, unsure of what to expect. Of course, there's no reply. Beyond Mystic's extended hands is the table, the sole place of refuge in this spike-laden hell. He tried desperately to get safety, but never made it. No one could have survived a direct hit from the spikes. The outcome is obvious. Huh. What? I don't get it.
この部屋完全に密室だったよね。扉を閉めた犯人は中井ちゃんを襲ったやつはどこに消えたわけ？
The room's totally sealed, right? Like, who even closed the door? How did whatever creep who killed Mystic get away?
お前らは監視カメラをずっと見てたんだろ？犯人っぽいやつの姿は見えなかったのかよ？
Say, weren't you guys watching them cameras the whole time? Or a whole while? Did you clock any sharpers who could done it?
いなかったのである。魔界殿は急に苦しみ始めたし、扉は勝手に閉じていったのだ。
There was not a soul to be seen. Sir Mystic's distress was sudden, and the door sealed all on its own.
じゃあ何か？姿の見えねえ透明人間の仕業だって言うのかよ？
So what happened?
だってんだよ。ちくしょう。
You trying to tell me the invisible man did it? Hell's going on here anyhow? Rowdy's grief echoes off the walls of the room. The invisible man. Mystic would have loved a phrase like that. The irony is too much to bear. This case raises one too many questions. We were watching the security cameras, and yet the culprit managed to kill Mystic without getting caught on film in any way. Could Rowdy be right? Was the killer really invisible? How can we possibly approach this seemingly supernatural case? Why couldn't I protect him? Why didn't my denouement show me this tragic outcome that awaited us? I struggle not to rebuke myself. I'm supposed to be able to see the future, but I couldn't even stop my friend from dying. What is this ability even good for?
落ち着け。まだエンドシーングの責任転嫁などしても意味がないぞ。
Calm yourself, Watto. There's no sense in blaming the denouement for all this. Holmes materializes at my side, scolding me for resenting my new power.
エンドシーングが発動しなかったのなら、それはこの結末を見抜くための情報を得られていなかったということだ。
If the denouement wasn't triggered, that means you lack the details needed to foresee this outcome.
一度訪れた悲劇は変えられない。何を見落としていたのか、それを推理していくしかないんだ。
Tragedies cannot be changed once they occur. All you can do now is seek out whatever it is you've overlooked.
そんなの分かってます。複雑回帰な事件、どう推理しろって言うんですか？
I know that, but how am I supposed to investigate a case as complex and bizarre as this?
魔界探偵の言葉を思い出せ。
Remember what Mystic told you. His words flash through my mind. Only by conquering one's fear of death can the truth be ascertained. Or ascertained.
オカルトとの付き合い方なら昨日学んだばかりじゃないか。
Think, Watto. Didn't you just learn how to handle the supernatural yesterday? That's right. Even cases that seem surreal and impenetrable at first can be untangled if you approach them with a calm mind. Step 1, do not rule out any possibility. With our expertise, we should be able to find the truths that currently lay unseen.
その通りだよ。未来予知なんて超自然的な能力。エンドシーイングにもルールを見出せただろ。
Spot on. You've come to realize that even a precognitive superpower like the denouement has regulations, haven't you?
どんなに不可解な物事にも必ずルールは隠れている。その隠されたルールを解き明かすことこそが探偵の使命だ。
No matter how opaque things seem, the rules are always hiding somewhere. Our mission as detectives is to expose these hidden rules.
この混乱した状況を鎮められるのは魔界探偵からオカルトとの向き合い方を教わった君しかいない。 そのなけなしの勇気を振り絞り、君がみんなを導け、ワト君。
Mystic taught you how to approach the occult. Thus, only you can bring order to this chaos. Muster up your courage and lead the way, Watto.
やってみます。ありがとうございます、ホームズさん。
I'll do my best. Thank you, Holmes. I clenched my fists, psyching myself up. The old me wouldn't have been able to utter a single word in this situation, and even if I had, my shaky voice would have undermined what I was trying to say. But I'm not shaking now. My fear is outweighed by my rage toward whomever did this.
みんな落ち着こう。仮に犯人が透明人間だったとしても、その行動や犯行には必ずルールがあるはず。
Everyone, calm down. Even if the killer is one we can't see, their actions and crimes must follow a certain set of rules.
そのルールさえ解き明かすことができれば、透明人間だって捕まえられるよ。
If we manage to figure those rules out, we can catch the culprit, invisible or not.
無能先輩。
Incompetent? Everyone turns to look at me, but I make my way to Mystic's body without faltering. I know how righteous a man he was. It's almost as if the crime is mocking his belief in the occult, not to mention our attempts to monitor things. I've never felt anything close to the ire that's boiling up in the pit of my stomach over this despicable act. Mystic taught me how to engage with the occult, so it's not on me to solve this case. I have to. Standing before his corpse, I voiced my promise.
見ていてください、魔界さん。透明人間は必ず僕が捕まえてみせます。
Watch over us, Mystic. I swear that'll bring this phantom killer to justice. Chapter 2, The Case of the Phantom Killer. Wait, we're just now getting a chapter title? After announcing Mystic's death to the others via D-pad, we begin our investigation in earnest. Oh, what was it called? Case of the Phantom Killer? Maybe it was because I don't want to spoil what's happening, maybe. We begin our investigation in earnest.
死因は失血死ね。罠から逃げ切れずに全身を針で串刺しにされたんだわ。ほぼ即死だったでしょうね。
The cause of death was insanguination. Unable to escape the trap, his entire body was skewered, killing him almost instantly.
でも魔界さんはこの罠の対処方法を知っていたはず。なぜ逃げ切れなかったんだろうね。
But Mystic should have known how to deal with this trap. Why wasn't he able to get to safety?
監視カメラの映像を見れば明らかだろう。
One look at the security camera should be enough to answer that one. Renegade operates the tablet used for the cameras, which he had brought from the living room, and replays the moments right before Mystic's death. I like his JPEG slipping down.
これは明らかに何らかの毒物を受けた症状だ。立っていられず呼吸に苦しむ様子も見られることを考えると神経毒かもね。
You can clearly tell he was poisoned by something. He couldn't stand and was struggling to breathe, suggesting some sort of neurotoxin.
神経毒なんていつどこで投与されたっていうんだい？
But when and where could something like that have been administered to him?
それはわからないよ。なんたって体がスイスチーズみたいに穴だらけだもんな。
Don't ask me. His body's got so many holes, he may as well be Swiss cheese at this point.
ケドウさん、趣味の悪い冗談はやめてください。
Enough with the tasteless jokes, Renegade.
ごめんごめん、気を悪くしないでくれ。今回は別に悪ふざけで言ったわけじゃないんだ。
My bad, my bad. Don't get your panties in a twist. I'm trying to make a joke out of this.
これだけ出血と傷が多いと、よほど優れた医療の専門家でもいなければ、毒がどう与えられたかは判断できないんだ。
With this much blood and so many puncture wounds, it'd take one hell of a doctor to figure out how he was poisoned in the first place.
犯人はおそらくそこまで計算してこの犯行を計画している。同志探偵を殺したトリックと同様、残忍なだけではなく、非常に狡猾な犯行だ。
The perp likely planned the crime with that in mind. Just like with Senior Detective, this homicide was not only cruel, but cunning.
随分と楽しそうだね。君が犯人なんじゃないのか。
You're certainly enjoying yourself. Are you sure you aren't the culprit?
おいおい、勘弁してくれよ。俺は探偵なんだ。 解くべき謎が生まれれば細胞が躍動を始めるのはサガというものだよ。
Ah, give me a break. I'm a detective too. When there's a mystery to solve, my engine gets revving. It's part of my nature, really.
殺されたのが仲間であってもかい。
Even when your own comrade is the victim?
あんたの価値観を押し付けるなよ。俺にとって人間のカテゴライズは自分かそれ以外かの二通りさ。
Don't project your morals onto me. In my world, there's two types of people, me and everyone else.
もう男の子ってすぐに喧嘩になって嫌になるわね。
Tisk tisk. Boys always trying to pick a fight. I've had it up to here. Gourmet wedges herself in between Workaholic and Renegade, ending their argument by force.
さあ早く検視の結果をみんなに報告しましょう。
Come
そ
on.
れから監視カメラの映像もみんなで確認しないとね。
Come on, let's share the autopsy report with everyone. Then we need to check the security camera recordings.
そうだね。感情的になってしまってごめんよ。
Right. Sorry. My emotions got the better of me there. Despite his clear annoyance, Workaholic backs down. What's with them? Day by day, I'm sensing some serious tension between Workaholic and Renegade. What could have happened between those two?
私はやっていませんわ。
I assure you I had no hand in this. Posh's voice sounds out from the hallway. For some reason, Downtown and the others are gathered around Posh, whose face is bright red as she shouts.
上流階級である私を疑うだなんて身の程知らずにも程がありますわ。これ以上私に質問をしようものなら法廷で争いますわよ。
Accusing a blue-blooded lady such as myself, you plebeians have overstepped your bounds. Continue and I shall take this matter to court.
いやだから別に疑ってるわけじゃないって。ただ魔界ちゃんが倒れる直前に家族ちゃんが慌てて外に出ていた理由を知りたいだけで。
Like, oh my god, we are not accusing you, girl. We just want to know why you rushed out in a panic after Mystic collapsed.
ですから特に理由などないと申し上げているでしょ。話はこれで終わらせてもらいますわ。
I already told you. I had no particular reason for doing so. This discussion is over.
なあ、俺たちはあんたの容疑を晴らそうと思って聞いてんだぜ。
Look, we're only grilling you so that we can clear your name here, capiche?
頭の悪い俺にだって魔界のおっさんが死ぬ直前まで一緒に行動してたあんたが怪しいってのは分かっちまうんだからよ。
You were with old man Mystic right before he died. Sounds awful fishy, even to a brickhead like me.
ヤマトちゃんの言う通りだって。うちや科学ちゃんや社畜さんだってほんの少し前まで罠部屋にいたんだから立場は同じ。
Yeah, what Rowdy said. Me, Techie, and Workaholic were in the trap room a while ago too, so we're all in the same boat here.
ちゃんと事情を話してみんなを安心させてあげようよ。
Let's just take a chill pill and talk this out, okay?
我らはお主を助けたいだけなのだ。家族ども。
We mean only to aid you, Lady Posh.
結構ですわ。私は誇り高きピンカートン家の血を継ぐ者。この程度のピンチは自分で切り抜けてみせますのであしからず。
I respectfully decline. Noble Pinkerton blood flows through my veins. I shall chart my own course out of this chaos. Now, good day to you.
家族さん。
Thanks, Posh. Wait, Posh! Posh ignores us and marches off.
ごめんみんな。もうちょっと優しい言葉を使うべきだったわ。
Sorry, guys. I probably should have been nicer about it.
しゃあねえよ。きっとあいつにも譲れない何かがあるんだろうぜ。
Ain't no helping it. I don't think she's gonna budge on this one.
譲れない何かか。
She's not, huh? Posh is extremely proud of her lineage. I wonder if her family has something to do with how strongly she's reacting.
しばらく放っておいてやれ。おそらく家族くんも彼女なりに魔界探偵の死を悔しく思っているんだ。
Give her space. I'm certain that Posh, in her own way, is also quite distraught by the loss of Mystic Detective.
なんせ自分がもう少しあの部屋にいたなら救えたかもしれないんだからな。
After all, had she stayed in that room just a touch longer, there was a chance she could have saved him. That's another point to consider. Even so, continuing her investigation in that state seems rash and counterproductive. I wish there was some way to help her.
協力できる者もいれば できない者もいる。組織で行動するというのはそういうものだよ。
Some can be helped while others cannot. That's part and parcel of working in an organization.
そうですね。
Ah, I see. Everyone is coping with the loss of Mystic differently. Some even manage to remain unaffected, like Renegade Detective.
そうだ。魔界さんと親しかった文学さんは今どこに？
Oh, right. Bookworm was especially close to Mystic. Where is she now?
文学ちゃんな
Poor
ら
bookworm.
死体が見つかった
Poor
報
bookworm.
告を受けてすぐに気絶しちゃったから、うちが部屋まで運んでおいたよ。
She, like, straight up fainted when she heard the news, so I carried her back to her room.
さすがにあの子には遺体は見せられないよね。このまま事件解決まで眠っていてくれたらいいんだけど。
There's no way we can let her see the body. That girl better not wake up until we get this thing solved.
ありがとう、渋谷さん。そうだね。
Thanks, downtown. You're probably right.
記憶力の優れた文学さんに魔界さんのあんな凄惨な姿は見せられないよ。
With her photographic memory and the gruesome state of Mystic's body, it'd be too much. An image of Mystic enjoying dinner with Bookworm flashes in my mind, and my chest suddenly aches. Bookworm already lost her parents to a murder case. To have her family taken away from her twice, I can't begin to imagine her sorrow. We have to get to the bottom of this, for her sake as well.
渋谷さん、
For her sake as well.
僕に力を貸して。この事件を解決するためには君の力が必要だと思うから。
Downtown, can you lend me a hand? I'll need your help if we're going to solve this.
やる気満々じゃん。もちろんいくらでも手助けしちゃうよ。
Huh. Well, someone's hyped up for this. Sure, I'll pitch in however you need.
トリマ他のみんなと一緒にリビングに行って監視カメラの映像を確認しようよ。手がかり映ってるかもだしさ。
But for now, let's go to the living room and check out those cameras with everyone else. We might find like a clue or something. Now I'm still unsure if this is going to land on someone and then that person get eliminated somehow, take themselves out. We don't have obviously like a Monokuma situation who kills them, but I'm curious to see if at the end of this investigation, if the culprit is one of us, do they get eliminated somehow? Or is the investigation going to return nothing or an outside force, you know? I'm curious about that. Also, I hate to lose Mystic. Still kind of happy we still have Downtown. You know, Downtown at this point maybe is my favorite. She's just so chill. So hopefully it's not her. But for now, let's go to living room. Oh, I read this. We might find like a clue. Yep. I do as Downtown suggests and head to the first floor with the other detectives. Oh. Suddenly, sparks flash across my field of view. Uh-oh. Everyone's corpses are suddenly before me, the very same tragedy I saw in my dream. But the dead bodies, the stiffening flesh at my feet, the putrid smell of death, it all seems so much closer to reality than ever. I can see the trajectory of this impending doom much more clearly now. In other words, this outcome still hasn't been avoided. If anything, this is evidence that it's getting closer to occurring. Downtown's face, so joyful mere moments ago, is now a bone-chilling death mask. I want to believe this is a lie, a delusion, but Mystic has been murdered. The Duke really is inside the manor, and he intends to kill us all. My pulse quickens. It's pounding so hard it hurts. If we don't unravel this case and find that hidden passageway soon...
無能先輩？急に立ち止まったりしてどったの？大丈夫？
You good, dude? Why'd you stop all of a sudden? Something wrong? Oh yeah, lots
ごめん、
wrong.
なんでもないよ。
Oh, sorry. It's nothing, really. My mind snaps back to reality. I smile back at Downtown as she looks at me with concern, her eyes narrowing in suspicion.
怪しい。ギャルの勘が先輩は何かを隠してるって言ってるよ。
Fishy. My fashionista senses are telling me you're hiding something. She's sharp. Those fashionista senses are no joke. There's no way I can tell her you're all gonna die though, so I just try to keep smiling.
ま、言いたくないなら深くは聞かないけどさ。あまり一人で抱え込まないようにね。
Look, I won't push you if you don't want to share, but try not to bottle it up too much, okay?
焦らなくても平気だって。この数日の間に先輩がものすごく成長してること。
うちは知ってるからさ。
Like, it's all chill, so don't worry. You've grown a ton over these past few days.
そうかな。
You think so?
そうだよ。初めなんか死体見ただけで青ざめまくってたのに、さっきなんて他の探偵たちをまとめ上げちゃったじゃん。
Duh. When you saw your first corpse, you were like super pale. But just now, you were giving orders like it was your job.
うちが名付けておいてあれだけどさ、早く無能から脱却できるといいね。
I know I named you incompetent, but keep this up and we'll be taking those first two letters off of you in no time. Cute.
頑張るよ。
Yeah, I'll try my best. I give downtown a weak grin and keep walking. My head throbs after seeking the denouement's vision, but I can't let that get to me. If things don't change, there'll be no avoiding what's to come.
分かっているだろうが、先ほど見えた悲劇は決して君の妄想じゃない。遠くない未来で起こる結末だよ。
I'm certain you realize this, but the tragedy you just saw was no delusion. It was a glimpse of the not-so-distant future.
その事実を知るのは君しかいない。悲劇を回避するためにも、君の手でこの事件を解き明かすんだ。
You're the only living soul who knows. In order to prevent it, you must solve the case by your hand.
はい。あんな悲劇、必ず食い止めてみせます。
Right. Promise I won't let it happen. Downtown praised my progress, but every bit of it is thanks to Holmes being at my side. What little ability I have is relying on her, but if it'll solve this case, I'll play the role of leader and guide these detectives. This is, after all, my duty as the one who inherited Holmes' power. Everyone aside from Posh and Bookworm has gathered in the living room. We set the tablet on the table and play the recording from the security camera. 7 o'clock.
私が科学君から毒入りの花瓶のことを聞いている場面だね。
This is when Techie was explaining the poisoned flower vases to me.
はい。食堂でお水をいただいている時に、ふと気になって花瓶の水も調べてみたんです。
Yeah, I was getting a glass of water from the dining room when I thought to analyze the water in the vases on a whim.
すると、花瓶の水から毒が検出されて、すぐに社畜さんへ連絡をしました。
As soon as I detected the poison, I immediately got in touch with Workaholic.
二人以外に誰か人影は見ませんでしたか？
Did you see anyone besides yourselves?
この時は特に見ませんでしたね。
Nope, not in particular.
まさかヤマトさんが近くで聞き耳を立てているとは思わなかったよ。
Neither of us ever realized that Rowdy was nearby, eavesdropping on us. 8 o'clock.
その結果が朝の騒ぎというわけですね。
There's all the hubbub from this morning.
うわ、音がないのにうるさくてうざい。このカメラが音を拾わないタイプでよかったわ。
Dang, I can like hear the yelling in my head, even without the sound. Good thing those cameras didn't pick up any of that.
改めて見ると、とても恥ずかしいのである。
Witnessing this again, I am most ashamed.
もう十分反省したから勘弁してくれよ。
You've been plenty sorry already, pal. Enough's enough. 9 o'clock.
無能くん、見事なまでにベッドに倒れ込んだまま動かないね。
You're really knocked out there, Incompetent. Look, you're not even moving.
武装さんたちを止めた後、急に気分が悪くなっちゃって。
After stopping Rowdy in armor, I felt sick all of a sudden.
無能さんはこの後、自分の部屋で寝込んだまま、事件直前まで動かなかったことを確認しました。この事件では、容疑者から外していいと思います。
That confirms Incompetent was sleeping in his room right up until the incident. I think we can clear him as a suspect.
同時刻、私たちは魔界さんの作った朝食をいただいていた。10時頃までは無能君以外全員揃っていたと記憶しているよ。
At that time, we were enjoying the breakfast Mystic had prepared. We were all there until about 10 o'clock, aside from Incompetent. 10 o'clock.
10時頃、僕は下道さんと一緒に食堂を出て、罠部屋の調査に訪れました。
Around 10, I left the dining room with Renegade to check out the trap room.
なんだか珍しい取り合わせね。二人で何を調べてたの？
Now there's an odd pair. What were you two investigating?
部屋の各辺の長さだよ。ほら、1階のリビングと2階の穴部屋って間取り的に同じ位置にあるだろ。
The room's dimensions. You know how the trap room is directly above the living room?
それぞれの辺の長さまで同じなのかどうか調べていたのさ。
We were checking to see if the lengths and widths and such were the same between rooms.
調べてみたところ、どの辺も全く同じでした。天井の高さまでまるっきり同じです。
What we discovered is that every measurement is identical, even the heights and the of the ceilings.
別に同じ間取りの部屋なら当たり前のことではないのか？
They are indeed in the same location on the floor plan. Could we not already assume this?
普通の家なのに。でもほら、この洋館は1階と2階をつなぐ階段が長いだろう。普通は1階の方が天井が高くなる方が自然だと思うんだ。
In a normal house, sure, but the staircase here is pretty long, isn't it? Given that, I think the first floor ceiling would be higher.
考えられる可能性は、1階の階段が2階に合わせて低く設定されていることだ。つまり1階と2階の間には、本来なら不要な空間が生まれていると考えるのが妥当だね。
We can assume the stairs compensate for this discrepancy. In short, it stands to reason that there's a gap between the two floors.
それって多分床から飛び出してくる針のためのスペースじゃね？あれだけ長い針だもん。どこかにしまっておくスペースがいるっしょ。
You think that space could be for, like, those spikes that shoot out of the floor? They're pretty long, so they need to be hidden somewhere.
なるほど。
Ah, that's pretty
1
smart, yeah.
階と2階の間のスペースに引っ込んでいて、罠が起動中にだけ飛び出してくるってわけだね。
I see. So the spikes are normally retracted in the extra space between the two floors and only pop out when the trap is activated. I don't know why I didn't think about that being a thing, but... So from a design perspective, the whole point of that room was to be a trap. Whoever made this and rigged up the chandelier really is twisted. 12 o'clock.
この記録の通り、僕たちは12時頃に飛脚さんと入れ替わりで罠部屋を後にしました。
As the recording shows, we swapped places with Doleful and left the trap room at around noon.
それから俺は書庫に行って犯行時刻までずーっとこの洋館の資料を読んでいたよ。監視カメラに映っているから確認してくれ。
After that, I moseyed over to the study and thumbed through files the whole time until the murder. Check the cameras and you'll see.
飛脚くんはこの部屋で何を？
What were you doing there, Doleful?
実は食堂で考え事をしていたらふと扉の構造が気になって個人的に調べに来たんだ。
Well, I was thinking in the dining room, and I got curious about the construction of the doors, so I went to investigate myself.
扉の構造に何かおかしな点があったの？
Was there something strange about them?
本当に些細な違和感なんだけど、この洋館はフロアごとに扉の設計が違うみたいなんだ。
Yeah, while it's very subtle, the doors in this manor have a different design on each floor.
同じ客室でも1階と2階では扉の大きさと材質が違ってね。逆に同じフロア内なら罠部屋と客室のように全く趣向の異なる部屋でも同じ扉が使われているんだよ。
Doors in identical guest rooms differ in material and size between floors, whereas totally distinct rooms on the same floor have matching doors.
それは確かに作為的だね。
That does seem intentional.
別に扉を揃えるルールなどはないけど、フロアごとに分けているのは何かしらの意味合いがあるかもしれない。よく覚えておこう。
It's not a rule for every door to be the same, but if the ones on the first floor are distinct from the second, that's worth keeping in mind.
それから30分くらい扉を調べた後はもう一度各個室の扉を調べに戻ったよ。
After
事件
investigate...
発生までずっと個室を調べていたし、カメラにも映っていたんじゃないかな。
After investigating for about half an hour, I went back to look at each guest room door. That's where I was until the murder. You can check the footage.
確かに事件が発生した時、飛脚くんは個室にいたね。僕と武装さんも監視カメラの映像で見ていたよ。
True. You were in one of the guest rooms when it happened. Armor and I both saw you on camera. 12:30.
私は食堂で魔界さんと文学さんとこの館の構造について話していた。それからこの映像の通り3人で罠部屋を訪れている。
I was talking with Mystic and Bookworm in the dining room regarding the structure of the manor. Then, as you could see, we went to the trap room.
他の部屋はすでにあらかた調べ尽くしたからね。もし仕掛けが残されているとしたらこの罠部屋だと予想したんだ。
We had more or less checked out all the other rooms by then, so if any devices or mechanisms were left to be found, we figured they would be there.
成果はあったんですか？
Did you end up finding anything?
なあ、罠以外に仕掛けがないことが分かったよ。部屋の構造的に隠し扉が隠れている様子はないし、科学君も推理していた通り、床下には針が収まるスペースしかないからね。
Well, we confirmed that the trap was only a mechanism. The room's layout doesn't account for a concealed door, only the spikes below.
当てが外れたと思って文学さんと私は1階へ移動したんだけど、魔界さんだけはずっと一人で床を調べてきた。
Bookworm and I felt we were off the mark.
隠し通路の場所に気づきかけていたのかもしれないね。
Bookworm and I felt we were off the mark and went downstairs while Mystic kept examining the ground. Perhaps he was closing in on the hidden passage. 13:30.
社畜さんたちと入れ替わりで僕はもう一度罠部屋に来たんです。
I went to the trap room again, taking the place of Workaholic and Bookworm.
家族さんと渋谷さんが車椅子を押してくれたおかげで楽に2階まで上がることができました。ありがとうございます。
Posh and downtown pushed my wheelchair so I could make it to the second floor more easily. Thanks to the help, you two.
さすがに仲間として見過ごせないよね。
Hey, we couldn't just leave our little buddy hanging.
3人は何の調査で罠部屋に？
What were you three investigating there?
実は僕も飛躍さんと同じで扉の違和感に気づいたんです。
Well, like Doleful, I also noticed that the doors fell off somehow.
うちは科学ちゃんに付き合っただけだよ。雑談する雰囲気でもなかったし、全然力になれなかったけどね。
I was just keeping Techie company. Not a super chatty vibe though, so I didn't contribute, like, at all.
ちなみにうちの聞いた限り、家族ちゃんも罠部屋に用があったみたい。なんか部屋の隅に置かれた花瓶に興味津々だったな。
Oh, and from what I remember, Posh was doing something in there too. She was like hella curious about the vase in the corner. 1400. This is when Armor woke me up.
そうそう、ちょうどこの辺りで魔界ちゃんが隠し通路の謎が解けたかもしれないって言ったんだよね。
Oh right, this is when Mystic was like, I do believe I've solved the mystery of the hidden passage.
テンション上がりすぎて魔界ちゃんに抱きついちゃって、家族ちゃんにはしたないって怒られたわ。
I was so stoked, I just had to hug him. But then Posh was like, how utterly obscene or whatever, and got all huffy about it.
家族さんも嬉しそうでしたけどね。
She seems pretty happy herself though.
そうそう、自分の手柄みたいにおほほほ笑ってさ。マジウケたよね。
Yeah, she was doing her usual laugh. You know, that oh ho 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 junk. Totally cracks me up. The camera showed Mystic speaking excitedly. Even without sound, I can sense his congeniality. No one could have expected a murder was about to occur.
この映像は来るな。うちがそのまま残ってたら助けられたかもしれないのにさ。
Dang, this hit's way different now. Like if I stayed, maybe I could have saved him.
僕も魔界さんの言葉につい安心して調査を中断してしまいました。
I felt more at ease after what
変に注意していれば悪いわ。
I felt more at ease after what Mystic told us, so I stopped investigating. If only I noticed the anomalies in the room. If I had noticed the anomalies in the room.
気が緩むのも仕方ないよ。映像を見る限り、特に部屋には変わった様子も見られないしね。
You let your guard down. There's no helping that. I mean, nothing seems out of place just looking at the feed here. 14:30. This is the moment Armor and I saw earlier. This is also when Mystic contacted us. Posh begins acting oddly, then rushes out of the trap room. Mystic is left by himself, barely moving to the point where it seems peculiar. He then falls to his knees, disappearing from the camera's line of sight. Mystic down. Mystic down. After that, the door seems to close on its own, and the camera cuts out. Judging from the broken camera lying on the ground, the spikes must have hit it when they shot out. And that's the end of the security feed leading up to the incident. As we thought, nothing that would point us toward a culprit was caught on film. I'd be fine if Posh ended up being the culprit and we lose her. I'd be okay. I think that's too easy of a thing, right? She seems very sketchy in this moment, but I'd assume a big clue is going to be that feed like cutting out that they didn't bring back up here, but was mentioned right when it happened. The feed cutting out, and either it's being replaced with something, or there was obviously a specific thing not being able to be seen. To summarize this feed and everyone's commentary, at 14:30 when Mystic's demeanor began to change, Posh was the only other one in the room. Town was there right up until that point, but left to meet with Incompetence. Techie had gone to get a drink, then relocated to the living room.
俺は食堂の冷蔵庫を調べている時にガックンと鉢合わせてね。二人でリビングへと向かったんだよ。
I bumped into Tech while checking out the fridge in the dining room. We left for the living room together after that.
俺たちに続いてリビングに来たのは社畜ちゃんと文学ちゃんだ。実はリビングへの道すがら階段を降りてくる気配を感じたんだけど、あれは社畜ちゃんたちだったんだろうね。
Workaholic and Bookworm showed up after us. Come to think of it, on the way over I sensed someone coming down the stairs. Must have been them two.
私と文学さんは事件の起こる1時間ほど前からずっと書庫で調べ物をしていたよ。互いのアリバイを証明し合えるはずだ。
Bookworm and I investigated the study for a good hour before the incident. We should be able to confirm each other's alibis.
それを言うなら俺と姉さんもだぜ。俺たちはずっと一緒に行動していたしな。
Same for me and Gourmet here. Two of us stuck together the whole time.
13時頃から犯行時刻まで娯楽室を2人で調べていたわ。監視カメラの映像にもバッチリ映っているはずよ。
We were examining the rec room from about 1 o'clock until the murder. You'll be able to see us clearly on the recording.
僕はずっと客室で一人だったけど、監視カメラには映っていると思う。
I was alone in the guest rooms the entire time, but the camera should show me too.
さっきも言った通り、客室で調査をしていた飛躍くんの様子は武装さんと僕が監視カメラで見ていたよ。
Right. Like I said, Armor and I were watching you investigate through the surveillance feed, Doleful.
つまり事件発生時のアリバイが証明できないのは家族さんだけだね。彼女に伝えたらまた荒れそうだな。
Which means the only individual without an alibi would be Posh. Though I suspect she's liable to blow her top again if we say as much. We probably shouldn't tell her while she's in such a fragile emotional state. Best stay quiet until we've gathered definitive evidence. Even so, all of us have an alibi aside from her. This case only gets stranger and stranger.
ほぼ全員にアリバイがあるなんて妙だな。
Most everyone can account for where they were. How odd.
同感。監視カメラがあるとは言っても、廊下にはついていなくて死角は少なくない。
I feel you. We may have these cameras, but there's none in the halls, and they have no small number of blind spots.
ここまで見事にみんなのアリバイが証明されるだなんて、もはや作為的としか思えないよね。
With everyone's alibis checking out so neatly, I can only wonder if this was all deliberate.
下道殿、つまりどういうことなのだ。難しい言い方をせず、ストレートに言ってほしいのである。
Whatever do you mean, Sir Renegade? Prithee, speak plainly for those of us less intellectually inclined.
つまりね。
In other words,
この事件の犯人、 透明人間は監視カメラを自らのトリックにしようとしたと考えるべきなんだよ。
There's reason to believe our phantom killer used those blind spots for their nasty scheme.
まさか抑止力となるはずだった監視カメラが犯行に使われるなんて皮肉だよね。
Those cameras were meant to be a deterrent, yet ended up being the key to this crime. Ironic, no? You okay with that, Tech? Does it pain you?
僕が監視カメラを作ったせいで。
It's all because I made those cameras? Renegade slowly saunters toward Techie, his face full of malice. It's hard to believe he's truly a detective committed to justice.
そうだよ。君のおかげで犯人は正体をばらさずに魔界探偵を殺せたん
Kind of
だ。
flawed logic,
これ
but
もそれ
whatever.
も君の作る発明品。ああ、フレンズだったかな。君の親愛なる友人たちのおかげだね。
Mm-hmm. Cobra was able to off Mystic without revealing himself. All thanks to you and your inventions. Or no, your dear little friends.
君には素質がある。君のせいで死んだ魔界探偵の分まで。
You've got talent, and Mystic Detective died because of it. So, oh, he's still going. So now, for his sake, you've got to work harder, and harder, and harder.
やめろ下道探偵。
Renegade, cut it out!
仲間をいじめてんじゃねえぞこら。
Don't go busting my little buddy's chops, you damn clown. Rowdy and I step in to confront Renegade.
科学君は悪くないよ。下道探偵の言うことなんて真に受けちゃダメだ。
It's not your fault, Techie. Don't listen to what Renegade's saying.
そうだぜ。お前がいいやつだってのはみんな分かってるんだ。俺たちで力を合わせて透明人間の野郎をぶっ捕まえてやろうぜ。
Damn straight. We all know you're a stand-up guy. We're gonna work together and give that invisible bastard what for.
無能さん、ヤマトさん。
You guys. Tears well up in Techie's eyes. He wipes his tears with the sleeve of his coat, puts on a dignified expression, and begins moving toward the living room door.
ありがとうございます。ですが、僕の作った監視カメラがこの事件を引き起こしたことは事実です。
Thanks. I appreciate it, but the fact is, the cameras I made caused this to happen.
制作者の責任として、魔界さんの仇を必ず僕が取ってみせます。
It's my
また事件を
response.
解き明かした後に、このリビングでお会いしましょう。
It's my responsibility to catch Mystic's killer, and I swear I'll do it. I'll meet you all back here once the case is solved. With that, Techie exits the room. As worried as I am, he's overflowing with determination. It wouldn't be in my place to stop him.
面白くなってきたね。
Things sure are getting interesting.
何笑ってんだてめえ。次にあんなふざけた真似したらぶん殴るぞ。
What are y'all giddy for, you damn jerk? Pull that shit again and you're getting a knuckle sandwich.
どうして科学君にあんなことを言ったんだよ。彼を傷つけてお前に何の得があるんだ。
Why did you say all that to Techie? There's nothing for you to gain by hurting him.
傷つけるなんてとんでもない。むしろ得があるのはガックン自身だろ。
Hurting him? I've done nothing of the sort. If anything, Tech is benefiting from this.
ああ
What?
彼は俺に責められたことで自身の発明が人死にを招きうると学んだ。ガックンはもっと素晴らしい探偵に成長するに違いない。
Thanks to me, he's realized his creations can get others killed. This lesson will help him blossom into an even more brilliant detective than before.
いや探偵こそが命の重みをもっと体感すべきなんだ。俺も君たちももっともっと感じていこう。
Detectives, above all.
ってやつをさ。
He's going so slow. Detectives, above all, ought to experience how heavy life can be. You, me, all of us. Let's keep carrying the weight of this thing we call living.
ああそうかよ。
Okay, I get it
じ
now.
ゃあまずはてめえを半殺しにして命とやらを感じることにするぜ。
All I gotta do is beat you half to death. Then you'll really appreciate living.
はいストップ。仲間同士で喧嘩はのんのん可愛くないわよ。
Alright, time out. Fight among friends is a big no-no. Let's be nice, everyone. Gourmet stops Rowdy as she prepares to lunge at Renegade. There's no mistake. Rowdy's out for blood. It's a good thing Gourmet is here.
羽さん話してくれ。俺の勘が下道の野郎は放っておいちゃやべえって言ってんだ。
Let me go, sis. My gut tells me that letting this chump off the hook's gonna bite us in the ass.
大切な戦力を削る気？私たちはこれから全員で魔界ちゃんを殺した犯人を見つけ出さなきゃならないのよ。
And make waste of your precious fighting abilities? Right now, we need to work together to find Mystic's killer.
それに下道ちゃんの言葉にも一理あるわ。良かれと思った行動が悪意ある人間のつけ込む隙を許しちゃうことはいくらでもあるの。
Besides, Renegade does raise a valid point. Well-intentioned acts offer ill-intentioned people all too many openings. Well-intentioned acts offer ill-intentioned people all too many openings, right?
さすがは美食ちゃん。俺の言いたかったことを端的にまとめてくれたね。
Brilliant as always, Gourmet. You summed my point up so succulent. Nope, succulently. A succulent meal! You summed my point up so succinctly.
あなたは言い方がまずすぎる
Succulent Chinese
い
meal!
くら栄養たっぷりの料理でも見た目がひどかったら誰も食べてくれないのよ。
You ought to work on your phrasing. No matter how nutritious the dish, no one is willing to eat something that looks unappetizing.
言葉も料理も見栄えが大切だってことを忘れないでね。
Don't forget, appearances always matter. That goes for food and words alike.
そいつは失敬。よくよく肝に銘じておく。
Okay. Apologies. Take that to heart. Renegade hums to himself as he exits the room. I'm positive that didn't really resonate with him. He's as unsettling as ever.
すまねえ、姉さん。確かにムカつく野郎だが、今は透明人間を見つけ出すことの方が先決だよな。
Sorry, sis. He may be a huge jerk, but you're right. Right now, we ought to catch that slippery culprit of ours.
頭を切り替えて捜査に集中することにするぜ。
Time to switch gears and get investigating.
その息よ。透明人間が相当に頭の切れる人物なのは間違いないわ。
That's the spirit. Our invisible killer is clearly quite the clever fox.
私たちも全力で挑まなきゃね。
We're going to need to pull out the stops. I read that weird. Having said her piece, Gourmet leaves the room with Rowdy in tow.
社畜さん、今回の事件に下道探偵は無関係なのかな？
So, Workaholic, is Renegade really not involved in this case?
わからない。今回はほぼ全員にアリバイがあるから何も言えないというのが正直なところだね。
I couldn't say. Most everyone has an alibi, so I'm not entirely sure what to make of this.
それに気になるのは魔界さんが見つけたという隠し通路のことだ。
Nevertheless, I'm curious about the hidden passage Mystic claimed to have found.
犯行のタイミングから考えるに今回の事件の目的は隠し通路を私たちに周知させないことだろう。そうなるとつまり犯人は
Considering the timing of it all, the crime was likely committed to prevent us from discovering it, which means the culprit
僕らをこのまま洋館に留めたいってこと？
intends to keep us trapped in the manor?
わざわざ冷蔵庫の食料を潰したことを考えると、このまま餓死することを狙っているのかな。でもそれにしては。
Seeing as they ransacked the fridge, maybe they plan to starve us. But then again...
なあ、仕掛けてくるのが遅すぎる。冷蔵庫の中身の処分ならロイスさんの殺害時に済ませておけばいいのだからね。
Right. The timing would be off. They would have had ample time to dispose of our food supply while killing Senior Detective. Killer hadn't troubled us much, to the point where it's been concerning. Why empty the fridge now? And then there's the still hidden passage. Mystic's murder isn't the only mystery we need to solve. Now more than ever, we of the DA must work together.
社畜さん、飛躍くん、これから僕たちで協力して捜査を始めませんか？そうすればきっと他の探偵たちも手を貸してくれると思うんです。
How about the three of us join forces and investigate together? Sure, the others would pitch in and help if we do.
君だけならいいんだけどね。
You'll be fine on your own.
What?
Huh?
申し訳ないけど、今回は単独で捜査をさせてほしいな。
Apologies, but I prefer to look into things on my own right now.
みんなにアリバイがあり、誰もが疑わしい状況だからね。万が一にも罠に引っかかる目は取り除きたいんだ。
If everyone has an alibi, then none of us can be clear of suspicion. I like to avoid walking blindly into a trap if at all possible.
そうですか。ひげく君はどうかな。
Makes sense. Doleful, what about you?
僕は一人でもう一度客室の扉を調べてみるよ。きっと隠し通路の謎を解く鍵は扉の違和感にあると思うんだ。
I'm gonna take a look at those guest room doors again. I'm sure they're the key to solving this puzzle.
僕がもっと早く隠し通路を見つけていれば、魔界さんも犯人に狙われずに済んだかもしれない。
If I'd only found
こ
the
の謎を
passage...
解くことが僕の義務だと思うから。
If I'd only found the passage sooner, maybe Mystic wouldn't have been targeted. Cracking this case is my responsibility too.
もし手がかりを見つけたら、探偵デバイスで逐一報告するね。
If I come across anything, I'll let you know on my D-pad right away.
どこに敵が潜んでいるかわからない。君たちも気をつけてくれ。
You should stay safe out there. We don't know where the enemy could be lurking. Doleful and Workaholic exit the room. I would have liked to investigate with them, but when all of us are suspects, I can't just push them into it. Only 3 of us remain in the room. Downtown, Armor, and myself.
結局またこの3人で行動するってわけね。
The leftover trio is back at it again, huh?
無能殿、我はお主が言う通り協力が大切だと思うぞ。ぜひ我の力を捜査に生かしてほしいのである。
Sir Incompetent, your words ring true. Joining our efforts is paramount. By all means, do not hesitate to entreat my aid during your quest.
他力本願かっつーの。まあうちも一人じゃ何もできないから指示が欲しくて残ったんだけどね。
So you're like relying on others to get stuff done? TBF, I'm useless on my own too, so I was totally banking on some direction.
んで無能先輩はこの事件をどう捜査していこうと思ってるの？右も左もわからないうちらに教えてよ。
Anyway, how are you gonna approach this case, Incompetent? It's not like we know from down, or we know up from down, so just tell us how we can help. Oh, crap. My mind's drawing a blank. There's still a ton of things to consider, but I have no clue where to even start. I'm racking my brain, but nothing's coming together.
落ち着け、ワト君。君が混乱していては、二人も不安がってしまうよ。
At ease, Watto. If you let your confusion show, it'll only cause them to feel uncertain as well. Holmes appears at my side, smiling gently.
君も今実感した通り、事件には謎が山ほど存在する。手探りに捜査をしようとしてもうまくいかない。
As you are aware, this case is full of riddles. Afraid that fumbling through this won't get you much of anywhere.
故に、まずは推理すべき点、ミステリーポイントをまとめるんだ。君がこの事件で最も解決すべきだと思う点を端的にまとめてみろ。
Instead, you must sort through the points of this mystery that bear investigating. Try articulating what aspects you believe are crucial to the case. Right. With this many loose ends, the first step is to sort out our priorities. Encouraged by Holmes, I turn to face the others, ready to touch on the key points of this murder.
現状、この事件で解くべきポイントは3つあると思う。
As it stands, this case has 3 aspects we have to solve.
まずは、
The first of which is... the door that closed on its own. Right?
一人でに閉じた扉。まるで透明な人間が閉じたようにも見えるこの扉のトリックを解き明かさないといけないよね。
The door that closed on its own, almost like a phantom had done it. We need to figure out how the culprit managed to accomplish this.
2つ目は、
The second aspect is... the location of the hidden passage.
隠し通路の場所。中井さんはおそらく穴部屋の仕掛けに気づいたせいで殺された。
Where the hidden
何かを
passage...
知ることがきっと事件解決の糸口につながるはずだ。
Where the hidden passage is, Mystic was likely killed because he discovered the trick behind it. Whatever he learned will be a vital clue, I bet.
そして3つ目は、
The final aspect is... how the neurotoxin was administered, I think?
魔界さんに神経毒を投与した方法、監視カメラで監視された状況の中で
Yeah.
どうやって魔界さんに
That's
毒を
accurate.
与えたのか。
The method of administering the neurotoxin. The method of administering the neurotoxin on Mystic. We need to find out how he was poisoned despite being in view of the camera.
この3つの謎を解くために僕らはまず監視カメラの映像をもう一度確認しよう。きっとそれがこの事件の謎を解く上で大切なことだ。
Let's check the camera feed one more time. Get to the bottom of these 3 riddles. I just know that recording is our ticket to solving this.
どうしたの2人とも。そんな固まったりして。
What's wrong, guys? You're both staring.
いやー、なんかリーダーの姿が重なっちゃってさ。
No, it's just you kind of sounded like Ideal there for a sec.
今の姿はまさしくリーダーの貫禄であったぞ。他のみんなにも見せたいくらいなのである。
Verily, you're the spitting image of our esteemed chief. Woe that the others were not here to see just how semblable it was.
いや、そんな。
You're just saying that. I'm taken aback by their comments, but I suppose their impressions are correct, given that I'm following Holmes' direction.
うちは無能先輩のことを信じるよ。何か手伝えることがあれば何でも言ってよね。
Come on, Incompetent. I trust you on this. Just let me know how I can help.
今ので改めて我の感性よりも無能殿を信じるべきだと確信した。我は無能殿の手となり足となり全力で協力するのである。
Once again, I'm resolved that I should trust your instincts over my own, Sir Incompetent. Although my might is yours to command, whatever. Thank you, both of you. My chest tightens as I meet their hopeful gazes. I feel bad intimidating Holmes, but if we plan on catching Mystic's killer, I can't stop now. I've got to live up to their expectations, give solid direction. Does it mean we're only got 3 people? Maybe?
なかなかグッドな取りまとめだったよ。
Your self-confidence is still lacking, but you did a fine job encapsulating everything just now.
さあバト君、ここからが本番だ。初日に私が教えた通り、他の探偵たちに指示を出していこう。
Look alive, Watto. This is your moment to shine. Give your orders to these detectives just as I showed you on your first day here.
君が介入しない限り、エンドシーイングで見た未来の悲劇は防げないのだからね。
Be aware that should you not intervene, the events shown by the denouement will not be averted.
わかりました。見ていてください、ホームズさん。
Should I save just in case something bad happens? I'm like, understood. Here I go, Holmes. I reply to Holmes in my head, then take one deep breath after another. This case, while caught on camera, is twisted as it is complex. Only Posh lacks an alibi, and with each of us as a suspect, our teamwork is compromised. But there's no helping it. Only I'm aware of the future tragedy that could unfold. The only way to stop it is to change the course of events.
最悪の悲劇を僕の手で覆すんだ。
It's up to me. Let's reverse this tragedy. The second floor of the manor can now be explored. The manor's second floor can now be accessed. Press that to move between floors. Press that to display the detective overview. This allows you to highlight any detective on any floor. 9 hours. Okay. No, we've got, yeah, we have, oh fuck, we have, is that Book? No, we have, not Bookie, it's, Rowdy. I was like trying to determine the pictures there. Alright, we really need to fucking remember how to do this, because it's probably been, what feels like 2 months, maybe, since we've done an investigation. So... He's gonna go... Okay, so we can only intervene with 4 people, but we've got, of course, other people doing things. Intervention undetermined. Okay. Okay, so I can cycle quickly to the unavailable and then the available people. Intervenable, I guess I should say. Is this then on the second? Yeah, I'm a little afraid to do stuff because I'm like,
どうかしたのか？ どうかしたのか？
inferring, analyzing, assisting. I remember insisting. I remember inspecting.
怪しい匂いがプンプンしやがる。なんか用か？
Oh shit, should I have not done that? Can I get can I get a tooltip on how this all works? Cause did I click the right thing? Okay, if I fucked it up, I'm gonna reload because I clicked the thing thinking I could maybe. Was I supposed to? I forget if you're supposed to analyze these spots or.
どうかしたのか？
I guess we'll find out. Okay, so armor here. Also, I wish I could. Can I not rotate the map? I don't think I can. I can zoom out. I keep wanting to like rotate, but I don't see. It says 18. So they need to analyzation. Their analyzing is bad. If I don't intervene, would go and just look at this thing. Assistance 10, assistance 9. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up fucking. I just need a screen to look at to be like, what do the different abilities do? Not lexicon. God, process of elimination, such a hard searchable. That's not gonna help because I can't. I'm looking at like the different. I'm trying to find I'm typing process of elimination, and then like just everything on a search pops up. So we're gonna. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna pick a thing, and then if I'm wrong, we can reload the instance right before we start it. Right? That's how I should do this. This will be fine. Confirm. So I think what I do I analyze, assist, inspect? I would inspect, I think, these things. No? I would infer. I would. Yes. I think I'd do that. And then these guys suck at inferring. They've got ones. So then they should be assisting me. And I think you would also assist me?
協力し合ってこそ探偵っしょ。
And I think that's everyone then on the team. And we'll find out. I don't know what this does. I forget what all this shit is. Oh god. And I know there's a difference between preliminary and investigate. Oh, here we go. Maybe I found something. Preliminary investigations are mini investigations where only intervenable characters act. After the preliminary ends, you can continue to give commands to intervenable characters you have interacted. So preliminary, I could have done, and then you're fine. Once you give benefit preliminaries to the ability for multiple investigation steps in one turn. Okay. So I should just always be clicking preliminary, right? Not sure what it is exactly, but I found something neat. Better wire the others before I forget. Boost. There we go. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, we did. Okay, so we got the thing. We got because the red things are just extras. I do remember that. They just add lexicon stuff. The culprits seemed invisible because the door shut on its own. Exposing the trick behind it and the door stop will prove this crime isn't supernatural. The investigation has progressed. Techie Detective is now intervenable. There we go. Now we're going. As investigations proceed, you may become able to intervene with characters you couldn't before. So in most cases, you should just be doing preliminary, I think. Because there's no rush, and you might get... The timing varies per detective, so remember to have them perform actions once it happens. Great. Okay. So now I have... Bookie. Or techie. Also, I noticed that techie not in a wheelchair. Did I notice that before? She's gonna go do this. Analyze. Okay, so once we have an item, then you have to analyze a thing, I think, is that whole deal. I forget, can't you like instantly warp to your room too? It takes like a turn though, but if you want to move like very far. We'll fucking find out. We're going by the seat of our pants here. I probably should have looked to see that this was going to be happening. And then been like, looked up exactly how to do this and found a good thing. But you know what? It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to move. I need to move on to this. Do I analyze? Do I inspect? It's not inspect, analyze. Alright, I'm looking. I would rather not. I'm looking. I couldn't find. Okay. It's inferring. is not it. And it's not analyze. Do we just sit on it? And assisting is not it. So it would only be, if anything, inspecting.
この足でもできる限りは調
And
べ
it
ますよ
has fucking a glass on it. Let's see. Oop.
これは
Okay, I think this gets us an item. I think that's the thing that then we then analyze. It's wet, but only around here. How unusual. If it was due to blood spray, there'd be other spots nearby. This may be worth analyzing. There we go. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay, I think we're good. We're putting it together. He knows what he's doing. Slightly wet floor. Great. I think that's everyone we can do. Now the other people are gonna do their things with their turn.
恐れ入るよ。
Isn't this one of Doleful's bandages? Just looking at this much blood makes me shiver. His fortitude is admirable. Evidence acquired bandage with dried blood. Meeting certain requirements, such as performing well in a previous chapter's resolution, will cause residual thoughts to appear on the map. That's why it looks different. Residual thought. Okay. Will cause residual thoughts. Residual thoughts are powerful feelings and memories that only incompetent detective can inspect. Others may acquire evidence via inspection, but are unable to read the contents of an RT. If you happen upon an RT, move incompetent detective over to reveal its contents. If you happen upon an RT, move incompetent. Incompetent's got to come over here. Okay. There's no poison in this flower face. Though, come to think of it, the face in the trap room was broken. Does that mean... Evidence acquired broken flower face. 8 hours. Okay. So then, he can't... What's he going to be doing? He's going over here. Okay, that's totally fine. But if I want that residual thought, I will need to move over there. So I will have to say...
頑張ります。
I can move them. Oh, map-wide movement. There we go. I think it takes your full turn is the deal. Yeah. Okay, so if you zip across completely, then on your next turn, you can do your special action first, and then you still have a free movement action, I think is the whole deal there. Workaholic is just doing his thing here, so we'll just let him... What are you doing? You're going in there? Okay. Sure. What are you now going to do? Great. Okay. Anyone else here on this top floor? She's gonna do an investigation. What is her inspection? 2? 2? Can I see what level it is? Oh, I'm not close enough to go and assist either. Yeah, you can move. I'll take the full turn and just get him. I'll take that. I don't know how to she's doing that thing, but I can't see.
僕が解決しましょう。
It's our inference, yeah. 2. Camera blind spot seems scary. We should start by finding out where it is. She wants to get out. And armor is gonna go fucking do something. How big is his inspection? 3. So if I was a little closer to that red spot, I could probably inspect and then. Let me see how this goes. Ooh, this info looks super important. I better DM everyone about it. Alright, so I know it's just. I want to get all the keywords though, is basically. I know technically I don't need to get those spots, but I want to. He's working on this. He will get that, I think. Inspection is 3. So 1, 2, 3, and it'll go out. I'm trying to see exactly how far I need to move to get to it. Boom. 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 I'm going to. So I need to go. I think I just need to move 4 spaces. 2, 3, 4. Huzzah! I happen upon new information. Now to share these findings with the group. It's another new keyword. Alright, because once we get all the red spots, of which there's 3, 4, 5, then our people are free to go where they need to go. Plus, this is our first non-tutorial one. I assume we're not going to be on too much of a time crunch, right? Right. Okay, and now Techie is the last. Yeah, I want to go help her, but I don't think... She's going to be doing her thing. And I can't reach her. How big is my... Oh my god. What are your good stats? Techie's not great. Inspecting is bad. We gotta analyze then. Do something with his turn. Get the difficulty, the harder one, right, that he can do. Unlike other rooms based at the crime scene, you'll analyze that. Posh at the base of the crime scene contained neurotoxin. It's highly volatile. Could be the murder weapon. But something feels off. I've discovered a trap set by the culprit. You found a trap laid by the culprit. Leave a detective in the trap when an investigation begins, and it's game over. Oh. Leave a detective in the trap when an investigation begins. You can remove a trap by having detectives make inferences on it to reduce its RP to 0. Be mindful of detectives you can't intervene with. Make sure you don't land on space. They don't land on... Oh. What? Is it just that? Nope. There are other spots. Oh. Where are you going? Where are they gonna go? Can they see the trap? He's going into the trap. You're gonna go into the trap. Don't go into the trap, guys. I can't intervene with him. I can't get anyone in there. I mean, I'm afraid here. Oh, did he kill it? Whatever poison they used was easy to identify. It's almost like they're begging us to solve this one. Okay. Okay, it did a thing. Odd. To say they aimed to destroy our food feels remiss. Planting poison would have been much simpler. They must have a reason for making a show of this. Ransacked fridge. Evidence obtained. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Are you going to... Now, did he... How did they... Did I have to actually come here? Or since we had gathered it, could I have... A bandage used on Dolful's leg was just cut by a wire saw on the first day. There we go. Okay, so I did have to do... I approach the hazy image and my vision flickers. Suddenly a scene flashes through my mind. It's from when we were cleaning up after eating, following our escape from the trap room. Yikes! Dolful, are you okay? I quickly reach for Dolful as he slips on the floor. He feels surprisingly light in my arms. How much hardship has this frail body of his gone through? Thanks, Incompetent. I'm pretty clumsy even when I'm not investigating. I can tell from how banged up you are. You've probably been through a lot over the years, huh? The cut Dolful got from that wire trap on our first day is still painfully fresh on his leg. It's been more than 24 hours since then, but his scab has yet to form. Looks like it'd bleed if you touched it. Oh. That wound on your leg seems pretty deep. Does it still hurt? Yeah, I guess so. I'm so used to pain at this point that I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's telling me his real name. My real name, it's Rio Gray. I've always assumed that my life would be as dull and colorless as my name. Cordelia Gray experiences nothing but misfortune too. Oh. Cordelia Gray experiences nothing but misfortune too. Maybe that's just the fate of anyone with this name. Sorry for getting you involved in it. Cordelia Gray? She's the famous literary detective created by Phyllis Dorothy James, right? She first appeared in the novel An Unsuitable Job for a Woman, persevering against numerous setbacks and winning the hearts of readers worldwide. Given Dolful's inherent ability to track threats, the fact that he shares a name with her strikes me as nothing short of destiny. You shouldn't get too close to me either, Incompetent. We might encounter more dangerous traps like what we saw today. People think my danger magnet makes me a great detective, but they're wrong. All I do is draw on tragedies. It's a horrible fit for me.
飛脚くん
Doleful. I firmly grasped Doleful's shoulders, that's hard to say, and looked directly into his eyes. He blinks in surprise. I voiced my thoughts.
コーデリアが評価されたのは多くの逆境に遭いながらも探偵として最後まで戦い抜いたからでしょ。
People rooted for Cordelia because she persisted as a sleuth till the end, no matter what trials and adversities were thrown her way. Can't read today.
飛脚くんだってコーデリアみたいにこれまで逆境に立ち向かってきたはずだ。君の体の傷跡は名探偵の証なんだ。
I can tell from your injuries you faced many challenges, just like she did. Those wounds on you are the mark of a truly great detective.
いくら飛脚くんが信じなくても僕は信じてるから。探偵は君に、いや、君にこそ向いてる職業だって。
Even if you don't believe it, I will. This line of work suits you. In fact, it's precisely because of the person you are that it does. Incompetent.
ありがとう。
So we get like extra little story background and character background and development when we do these.
一緒に生きて帰ろうね、無能くん。
But did it say we had to do good on the previous investigation or something for these to pop up? I forget exactly. Whatever. My mind's clouded. Thanks. Glad there are people like you who can understand my struggles. Let's make it out of this alive together.
ところで、さらりと本名を教えてくれたけど、探偵同盟のメンバーとして大丈夫なの？
By the way, just now you told me your real name without a second thought. Is that okay for you to do? As a DA member, I mean?
しまった。無能くんが相手だから気が緩んでつい。
Oh no, I've gotten so comfortable with you that I got my guard down.
聞かなかったことにしてお願い。僕にはやっぱり探偵なんて向いてないよ。死んでチリになりたい。
I'm gonna tell everyone now, Doleful. You're done for. Please pretend you never heard it. I'm really not cut out for detective work. I wish I could just shrivel up and die. I continue consoling Doleful as we finish putting away the silverware. I feel a bit sorry for him, but I'm honestly a little giddy. If he inadvertently shared his name like that, that must mean we're getting closer.
今の光景は昨日の飛脚くんとの会話。どうしてこんな時に頭の中によぎったんだろう。
That scene just now. Was that from when I chatted with Doleful yesterday? Why did it just replay in my head like that?
もう残留思念を読み取れるようになったか。さすがワト君、すごい成長の速度だな。
Already capable of reading residual thoughts, are we? I can always count on you to acclimate in short order, Watto.
残留思念。心霊写真とかに映り込む人間の魂か何かですか？
Residual thoughts? So is it kind of like those haunted portraits that capture people's souls?
近くとも遠からずだ。どのような物事にも痕跡は残る。その痕跡を読み取れば、どのようなやり取りが行われたかを導き出すことは可能だ。
Yes and no. Everything leaves a trace regardless of what it may be. Should one manage to read them, they can reveal whatever occurred.
目の前の結論からどのような過程を踏んだかを推理し、過去の出来事を見通す。君の大好きなシャーロック・ホームズが好む推理方法にも通ずる部分があるだろ。
By deriving what process led to the conclusions before you, you can see the past. Being a fan of Sherlock Holmes, does the process sound familiar?
確かアブダクションって言うんでしたっけ？
Oh, yeah, it's called abductive reasoning, isn't it?
グ
Abductive.
ッド、その通りだよ、ワト君。ホームズの有能さが語られる際、真っ先に語られるのは、わずかな情報から正確な仮説を導き出す、その観察眼だろ。
Correct. When praising Holmes's talent, most will emphasize his observational abilities, whereupon he forms accurate theories with minimal data.
そして、エンドシーイングを宿した君の目ならば、いかに些細な痕跡であろうとも読み取れる。ホームズ以上のアブダクションが可能だ。
You, however, possess the denouement. No matter how faint or trivial the trace, you can read it, allowing you to make abductions beyond his ken.
つまり残留思念とは、君がその目で読み取った過去の事象そのもの。 ひとたび触れれば君は過去の事象を追体験できるはずさ。
A residual thought is a real event from the past detected by your vision. Come into contact with one, and you will live it as if it were your own.
すごい。そんな力があればどんな事件も解き放題ですね。
Wow, that's amazing. I could solve pretty much any case imaginable with a power like this.
まあとはいえ、今の君の能力では残留思念を読み取るまでに相当な時間と苦労を要するだろうがな。普通に事件を解こうとした方が手もかからず気楽だろう。
Well, given your current prowess, it'd still take a bit of time and effort to master. Solving cases the conventional way will be less taxing for now.
推理に近道はない。必死にあがき、懸命に抗いたまえ。
There are no shortcuts to forming a solid hypothesis. You must struggle desperately and fight earnestly.
万能な能力はないということですね。
So, no ability is all powerful is basically what you're telling me.
君が成長すればその限りではないかな。さあ、探偵としての成長を目指し、捜査を続けよう。
Hone yourself enough, and you may just prove me wrong. Now, set your sights on becoming a great detective and continue your investigation. Alright, so I can still move. I can still move my body freely.
どうしました？
I don't know if moving here does a ton because I can't assist and he's gonna be... See how that goes. Also hope Gourmet is fine going in the trap, does a thing, breaks it, does whatever she needs to do. Where do you want to go? I am gonna have you guys pick up this shit because someone's gotta. Basically.
合点承知である。
どうかしたのか？怪しい匂いがプンプンしやがる。
This door's one tough son of a gun. Was it always this slapdash, or did some jamoke mess with it? Grinds my gears. Evidence acquired crooked doors. Okay, so now you can move.
どうかしたのか？
At some point, I need to have people move and still analyze shit. You know what I mean? Now I forget. Does he...
僕にご用ですか？
How do we interact with these things? I think it's another magnifying glass thing, right? It looks like a... oh man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. If you're watching this and you're like, oh my god, this fucking guy. I swear by the next time, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember how to do the fucking investigation completely. Well, but right now we're kind of just... I think you have to... She's inferring, so you definitely have to infer these. Now, her inference is only 2. Does it matter? Let me see. Yeah, but how can I see what the number is? Don't you need a certain level of inference? Can't I check it?
さあ実験を始めましょうか。
My assistance is 4. It's better than 3. I should be assisting her.
僕にご用ですか。
Fuck it.
どうされま
I'm
した
gonna
か。
assist. I can't assist. Okay.
僕にご用ですか。
I will analyze something then. Okay. I won't do that.
検証なら任せてください。
He's just gonna be analyzing shit, I guess. That's it. The door is hard to open due to the hinge being bent. On closer inspection, it could be that someone intentionally tampered with it. So you're done. You're done. You're done. You've done a thing. I think that's everyone. Let me see what you do. I'm afraid. Oh. Not even I could gobble down this poison. Sorry, but I'll just have to toss it away without so much as a taste. Okay. 6 hours. Have you... Is she still... Okay, I should try to... What's your analyzation skill? 2? Analyze skill? Okay, you...
どうかしたのか。
Move here.
なんか用か。
These things are difficulty 1. I'm sure. I don't like how this sticks on the screen, but it's whatever. I kind of just don't even like this menu because I hate how it moves everything while you circle through, like how it's just hard to look at. Okay, so if they're white and they have it analyzed on it, it's fine. Ransacked fridge. Analyze that.
よくわかんねえが、やってやるぜ。
I think we'll be fine no matter what. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Fine.
こういう時
Bingo.
の勘はよく当たるんだ。
Bingo! The purple one has to think they stacked the fridge, but nicked something and booked it. Don't know why, but no doubt it was part of the crime. The investigation has progressed. Workaholic detective is now intervenable. Good. Oh, now we can see the number. Okay. I don't know why. Why can't... What's the deal with the one up here, then? Oh, it's locked because... Seems security camera is a blind spot. We should start by finding out where it is. Oh. That's why we can't do... Oh my god, I see. It's locked. That's why the number... So she's just waiting her time. I should have had him... Inspect... Oh my god. This spot, because it's probably this spot. God, I'm an idiot. Ugh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself. I'm pissed because it's the lock thing. You're yelling at your screens. I see. There's an area near the table that isn't caught in the camera feed. And it tells us a hint. Oh my god. There's an area near the table that isn't caught in the camera feed. Not the largest blind spots, but it could conceal your actions. Now we have to probably analyze that thing. Who do we still have? We still have... Okay, we've got quite a bit. Where are you going? You're gonna go into the trap? Is that what you're doing? Can you take out the trap, Doleful? I don't know how to... There's a thing there, though. Okay. I'm afraid for everyone.
何か用？先輩も一緒に調べない？イエーイ！
Ooh, this info looks super important. I better DM everyone about it. Good, she's getting the things. Good, and I'm gonna slowly move over here and get this. And while she's walking over there, I can have her analyze things as well. You see what we're doing? Now, 14. MP, 14. These are inference. So you'd inference 5. What are the two? See, I hate moving on the screen. Inference 2, but my assistance is 6. Inference 5, assistance 4. So if he... And I will... I think I have to be right next to him.
頑張ります。力を合わせて
And
謎
I'll
を解きましょう。
sit. Oh, I hit a button. I hit this. I didn't mean to hit that. Boost! What does that do? Perform 5 action boosts. Okay. So that sets us at 3. I can move. It's down to 3. I can... Oh, inference is only 2, so I can't do it just by my own. But next turn... Next turn you can he can finish it, and Incompetent can get out of here and start.
どうかしたのか。この辺りを探せばいいのだろう。おお。
Huzzah! I've happened upon new information. Now to share these findings with the group. Okay, he got that. Great. Now where are you going? What are you going to be doing? Don't fucking know what you're doing. Ba 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 ba. What is this spot? What are these tiles? Is this supposed to be like that? Oh, does that mean it's like out of bounds? I see. So you're done. You're done. You can start moving because you. You're done. You're done. Oh, that wasn't enough. Cough, cough. What's this? I can't breathe. Wait, is that really game over then? Okay. 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 So that one... What was the stat that... That's so annoying. Oh, we can't see it because we can't... Oh, what's your... Is it inference? It must have been inference. So I should have... Okay. God smite me. God smite me. I gotta read... Okay. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Also, I don't like how you can't, like, the numbers are cut off by the... It says 18 there. I guess if you'll go over it. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Inference 1, assistance 9. Assistance 10. Assistance 6. Alright, we're gonna do this better.
我々の絆の力で謎を解こうぞ。
何かよ、うちらの絆見せつけてやろうよ。
Boost! Cobra stayed invisible because the door shut on its own. Exposing the trick behind it and the door stop will prove this crime isn't supernatural. Investigation has progressed. Techie is now okay, right. Great. That's them done. Now we've got fucking you. Can you inspect through doors? Yeah, you can. So, like, can I...
なんか用か？俺の五感は
Yes,
髪の
okay,
毛
now
一本見逃さないぜ。
Alright, we're gonna be a little bit better this time. We're gonna be cleaner. Tch, this door's one tough son of a gun. Is it always a slapdash or does some jamoke mess with it? Grr, really grinds my gears. Great. Bam! Okay, now you can do a thing.
さあ実験を始めましょうか。
Can you... Could he knock out 2 of these if he was, like, his range was good enough? Movement 6, analyzation 5. I don't think I can reach this one. Oh, I think I really fucked up. Oh, I can take it back. Oh, thank God.
どうされましたか?
Oh, thank God. Wait, analyzation? It's not analyzation. It's the fucking inspection is the...
僕にご用ですか?
Right.
どうされま
That's
した
on
か?
me. Can I... why is your inspection so bad, Tech?
僕にご用ですか? 肉体労働は苦手。なんて言ってられませんね。
Okay, she's gonna wait there for...
恐れ入るよ。
Okay, yep, we got that. And it says, meeting certain requirements such as performing well in previous chapters resolution will cause residual thoughts. Right. RTs are powerful feelings and memories that only incompetent can inspect. So you gotta inspect. Right. Great. We're learning. Great. There's no poison in this flower vase, though come to think of it, the vase in the trap room was broken. Does that mean...
これは...
It's wet, but only around here. How unusual. If it was due to blood spray, there'd be other spots nearby. This may be worth analyzing. Maybe me getting this wrong, like losing, is for the best, because then we can redo it and re-hammer home some of these. Maybe.
頑張ります。
Great, you're done. Okay, now you have to go do this.
どうされましたか? 僕が解決しましょう。
And I can analyze while I'm walking over there. Higher difficulty, unlike other rooms, the vase at the crime scene is broken. Great.
妙ですね。
Let me get that done. Posh said the vase of the crime scene contained neurotoxin. It's highly volatile. It could be the murder weapon, but something feels off. Discovered a trap. Great. All right, so this is where we fucked up. So it's the top stat. So like when you did this, it's how did you started walking and died, right? Is it inference? Is it analyzation? I didn't pay attention to the I should have read that tooltip. Okay, it's something... Is it inference? It's not gonna be... Yeah, I think it's inference, because inference... His 5 knocked it out. Inference 4. So really... And, who was the other one who knocked that shit out? You. Inference 6. So yeah. Really, the only ones... It's the top stat. Inference, I believe. So we have to protect... Doleful here. Which means we might need to move someone who does have... Inference 2, Inference 1. Everyone has bad inferences. Inference stats. What's your inference? 1? What's my inference stat? 2? Does that mean everyone... 3? Everyone who has an inference stat that I can control couldn't clear it. Am I going crazy? He might be going crazy. I can't see if I hit. What's your inspection? 5? 5. I can't tell if I get that. Can I reach that? I can't see into here. There's gotta be. I want to be able to rotate this map. That's so frustrating. I'm so frustrated. If we fucking lose this, then we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get better at figuring out how to play this thing, the investigation, and we'll do this another day. But I'm so pissed. Wouldn't it? If I inspect. If you inspect and. No, it does. We shouldn't do that. Okay, yeah, it won't do it. I feel like I need to gain control then of one of these people with better inferences to go help out Doleful here. Because I can't stop Doleful from killing themselves. If...
どうかしたのか。片っ端から探すのだ。
どったの？どったの？これを調べんの？何かよ。
Let me get those done.
Oh.
So the wet spot in the trap room was water. Maybe someone tipped the flower vase or something. I don't know. Guess I'll tell everyone. Huzzah! I've happened upon new information. Now to share these findings with the group. Okay, so those are done. Rowdy is the only intervenable here. Doors. Doleful, don't do it. What poison? Yep, he clears it. Odd. To say they aim to destroy our food feels remiss. Planting poison would have been much simpler. They must have a reason for making show of this. Ransack fridge. Yeah. Analysis completed there. Store's hinges all fouled up. No wonder it's hard to open. Who was blabbing about them being badly put together anyhow? Okay. Okay. I'm very concerned. We have one turn before Doleful goes in there. So how the fuck do you stop Doleful? Doleful, don't! Get that done. See, there's an area near the table that isn't caught on the camera feed, not the largest blind spots that could conceal your actions. Okay. Okay. Okay.
のか？
Analyze. Camera's view of the crime scene had several blind spots. Refrigerator was ransacked. We'll do this one.
よくわかんねえがやってやるぜ。
Doorstop was smack dab in the camera's blind spot. Wouldn't take no invisible man to fool around with it unnoticed. There we go. Unlock that. Great. Now she's gonna try to do her thing. Good stuff. Now I am still very concerned, because what am I to do?
どったの？先輩も一緒に調べない？イエーイ！
Ooh, this looks super fun. The DM everyone. Oh.
何かよ。
Okay, you're done. Again, all these people are gonna do their... Hmm.
僕でよければ。さあ冷静に調べよう。
I gotta skip through this because we've already read it.
大丈夫。
I have a feeling we're gonna fail this again because I think
マナ君
体の傷跡。
because I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure out how to stop Dolphin from going into the trap, and I'm missing some kind of,
僕の同じ名字を
and I don't think you can assist them through the trap. That looks great. Flashing. I'm sorry.
名探偵大使
コーデリアが評価されたのは
I thought there was a way to speed up their dialogue.
ありがとう。
ところで
Hammering the buttons.
しまった！聞かなかったことにしておね。
We're gonna have to go through this a third time next time we play this.
残留思念。
Residual thoughts. Yep.
目の前の
Yep.
結論から
Sorry, I think I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think I'm just frustrated with all the things in life right now today over this last weekend. And I thought like, oh, this would be chill to fucking just read for a couple hours. And now I'm dealing with this and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't remember how to do the investigation exactly well. And now I'm gonna have Doleful kill themselves again. So it's just a lot, you know?
What? どうかしたのか？うむ。検証も我に任せろ。全力を投じよう。
Do the fridge.
わかったぞ。
Gazing upon the fridge has me famished. Wait, perchance the culprit caving to the cravings absconded with a morsel or two. Investigations progress. Workaholic is now intervenable. Okay. And that's, yeah. But again, workaholic. Oh, interference. Inference, I mean interference. I can move.
アサインの準備は万端さ。
Couldn't I mean, it sucks because
業務の相談。
can I not move him upstairs? Can you only stay? On the floor that you're at? Oh no. Well, if that's the case, who's up here can... The only way I would be able to stop Doleful is then taking control of Doleful before they go. No one's inference up here. is 5. You might have to just stop Doleful. You have to get, I think, control of Doleful and just stop them. Okay.
アサインの準備は万端さ。業務の相談かい？チームの勝利だね。
That takes away 5 there. You have movement.
僕でよければ。
Doleful, don't do it. Doleful. Not even I could gobble down. Okay. Yeah, the exclamation point means you're going in there. How can I stop you from doing that? I need to get control of you. But,
なんか用か？俺の五感は髪の毛一本見逃さないぜ。どうかしたのか？なんか用か？俺の五感は髪の毛一本見逃さ
I
ない
have to,
ぜ。
it's like Hail Mary. I have to try to get something that will allow me to take control of Doleful. Just like Gourmet showed me, this Doohickeys forensic function is going wild. Pretty slick. It says this here's poison, I think. Toilet toxicology results. Okay. She's going to... Oh boy.
業務の相談かい？素晴らしい成果だ。
どうしたの？
早く報告したいよ。
僕なんかでよければ一緒に。
Boost! I appreciate the help, Incompetent. Thanks to you, we now know that the culprit took the ice from the tray. Workaholic, you know all the food scattered around has dirtied your clothes, right? Are you that determined to inspect the fridge? Mystic was my comrade. We survived some tough times together. Couldn't just stand by it knowing his last meal might have been ruined. But I mean that, Doleful! Doleful! Please! Dolan, please!
どうしたの？
業務の相談かい？
Doleful. Those two are done. Should I assist or should I try to analyze a thing? Poison was detected in the water of the second floor toilet. Let's just, I mean, Hail Mary. Hail Mary here. Forensic report says the toilet water contains batrachotoxin used in antiquity to poison arrows. Even a tiny dose of this neurotoxin can be lethal. That didn't do it. That did not. And now it's these two. Doleful is going into the poison. Doleful is dying.
どうかしたのか？
どったの？
What is it you're doing?
か用？
I don't like even how that's popped up on there because we cleared it. There should be a little sign that says you got it, because now I'm like thinking like, oh,
何か用？
you know, I gotta do it.
何か用？
I think, it's happening. Okay. We have to, return to the title because we can boot up the save because we saved right before it. I just gotta go. I don't know. But I don't know. Clearly, I think, unless I'm missing something, I think the only way to stop that from happening is getting control of Doleful. And I did quite a bit. I mean, there was only a couple times when I went and got the red things first, but like, there must be something that to grab Doleful, because everyone else, I don't think you can switch between floors, it looks like. And then I'm trying to, and I mean, there was no one on that floor that has the number needed to clear the trap, so I couldn't even send someone up there, and I couldn't get control of anyone either. I don't know. I'll try to look into it. Next time we play this, I swear, hopefully I'll be at more higher energy and I'll actually know what I'm doing. I'll take a look at my previous playthrough where it does like all the explanation of all the stats and all, or something, or I'll find some webpage. I'll fucking write down what all the stats so I make sure that I get all those, and we'll do that. Tomorrow, Monday night, assuming I don't just take the day off. We'll probably just play Silent Hill F New Game Plus Plus. But we will play I can't even speak, Process of Elimination sometime in the next week, and we'll do it bigger, and I'll figure out what to do with Doleful killing himself in the poison somehow. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Take it easy. Have a nice rest of your Sunday. Have a great week. I'm not looking forward to it. Until tomorrow night.